ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Marr now to kick this one away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10 here for Flacco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Bravo!
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
The Cowboys take over first down 10. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Now it's Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go pass again with Flacco. Rolling to a pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
A first down carry by Elliott. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now, option right. The pitch now to Elliott. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down. First down at the 32-yard line.
I got you, boy. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check safety, check safety.
On first down, it's Elliott, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, here we go. Full right in. Here we go, going to 53.
All day, dog. 56 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
At the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flacco from midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Flacco from the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
You're over here. You're over here.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Mike 5-4.
Quickstone, Travis. Hey.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Once more, it's Flacco. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go. 480. Here we go. 47.
So don't say nothing. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Night, sweetheart. Check.
Here we go. 1 to 54. 180.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Cooper was the target there.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Monday, yes! Rewind!
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yes! 20!
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, exit.
Tookie's the mark. Rip right.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
Yo, Mike 50. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott, flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Prescott to throw it. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
26-yard line.
Yes! Lucky!
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Jack!
Okay, hot, set, wait! Roger, 5-0!
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run by Lindsey. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Yellow, yellow!
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The 20. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Get that quarterback!
Flacco right back to work after the pick six. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second down, Elliott. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Going right side, he has Witten. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now Flacco. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 480. 56. Here we go, 47. Tight end left. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
He's crossing. He's checking out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Wait! Ready! Watch the screen! Pass! Monday!
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie!
Setting up to throw, Flacco. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.